the first week and the first Sunday of Taps Brewery Barrel Room. Cheers.
Cheers.
So you are all gathered here today to get a real nice, intimate snapshot of food and our first ever food truck, which is turning out to be a lot of fun. And the production brewing side of the company, after 18 years, is going actually with a dedicated facility to produce beer at a voluminous level in a self-contained environment, free of Chilean sea bass and scallops and servers crossing through the night. And really doing a lot of stuff in one roof. It has been a real challenge. So while we're here, I'm going to introduce the team. As I always say in this business, I just pay the bills and walk around looking important. But the backbone, literally, of my company is my directors and my staff, and it's always been that way. So over here, hiding in the back, we have Director of Operations, Brady Sherrar. You all know Brady, right? Brady. There's another director, he's really tall, he's over here, Thomas Hope, Director of Culinary. The guy in the truck, the funny sounding food, it tastes really, really good, Roman Jimenez. Tasting room manager, Christine Cunningham. There's a beer side to this venture. There's a bearded guy. Where is he? There he is.
I was hiding.
Kyle Mance, Director of Brewing. Head brewer, Brennan Perry, back over this way. Ever getting dizzy? Okay. And my sister. You know her. You pass it through the way. Really, okay, so the first question when you walked up and you saw this building and you're thinking, what in the world am I going into? What is this place? This is, as you've seen after many, many years, what happens in the brewing industry is we like to go into light industrial spaces, hollowed out, kind of big, high ceiling spaces that give us the flexibility to do things, kind of spread the wings, move forklifts around and drive. So it really started getting into light industrial spaces. Long story short, we started playing around with the idea of doing distribution at a high level, maybe about 5-6 years ago. Kyle, you can correct me. Taps Brea and Taps Corona actually played in the distribution game. Very little, right? Those breweries are dedicated for those spaces, those four walls. They are not meant in size to keg and ship out the back door to Tony's Darts Away in LA. But we did it. And we literally squeezed the hell out of everything to get kegs, and we couldn't do it. We did it for a little, we were successful at it. I think we got up into about 60 to 70 different pubs in Orange County, LA. And then the distributors wanted more and we couldn't. So we started playing around with, we gotta get a bigger system, we gotta find a space. I'm not gonna get into the 4-year odyssey of it, but this is literally the 4th location. 3 of them fell out very late in the process. We actually found it ourselves. Kyle found it on a real estate search engine called LoopNet. So much for having high-paid brokers finding real estate, right? Go on the internet, use your fingers.
Yeah.
And that was, God, what?
We signed our lease about a year and 2 months ago.
He called me up, he's like, I think I found it. I'm like, right. I came down here and I walked in this space here. And if you can look in here and you see those beautiful blue lamb beams traversing the ceiling, this is the natural height. We did not raise the ceiling. But man, that was like for me, we gotta have high ceilings, we gotta have space, we gotta get all of these tanks in here that are gonna push up and we're gonna see all that process piping and all that stuff coming through. And long story short, we made it, we got it done, and we're going to start brewing in here couple weeks, yeah. So we got some seismic stuff we've got to get done. But why are we doing this? Right, after so many years? That's probably the biggest question. Well, if you want to get into distribution and you want to sell beer, you can't really worry about guys coming in and starting small and doing things 1 year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. We've done 18 years of history. We've got medals all over the walls, I think 100 plus. If we're going to do it, now's the time to do it. Okay, I'm 51. I'm the youngest of the partners. I want to say my sister's age. 53. All right. So when you have the success, you have the relationships, you have the legacy, and you have the history, and you have the tradition, and you've got the friendships and the partnerships, and that you go and you do it. And now's the time. All right. So where do we go from here? We're going to actually take this location, and it's going to take all of the restaurants and supply them with beer. Taps Corona has a brewery. That will be the pilot brewery, right? We're going to do different types of products. There are different experimental beers. Taps Brea will not brew. Taps Irvine does not have a brewery. Okay, and the Catch, our sister restaurant, obviously no brewery there. It's a multi-tap. We will supply those four, plus this tap tower setup that you're standing next to. Kegs for distribution, bottles, cases, packs, large format for distribution and in-house consumption. And then you want to come in and buy a 5-gallon barrel, we sell it to you. And then we'll be heading into Disney, Anaheim Convention Center, Albertsons, Vaughn's Pavilions, and we have a very, very, very important tasting with some executives at Costco in August for case and mixed case. So it's there. Kyle's just got to make the beer. And you'll get into that in a little bit in the tour. All right? So who's hungry?
Yeah.
So the truck, which you saw outside here, is a new venture for us. Why didn't we do a kitchen in here?
Permit.
Permit.
CUP.
Handcuffs.
Money.
Money. Come on, more negatives. Tell me more. Yeah, grease traps, cancel system, 3-pot sinks every 3 inches. Massive expense to do just a tiny kitchen for a tiny menu. And yeah, what the hell? I always wanted a food truck. So we went out and we bought like a old linen truck, and we paid like $9,000 for it. Went in and I'm like, oh my God, what am I doing? And we just spent about 7-8 months retrofitting it, putting a little kitchen in it, getting it wrapped, naming it, branding it, and it's on its first week, and everything's going wonderfully good. So far you've had a pretzel, right? Yeah. Pretzel and beer, and then we've got some more stuff coming out. Where's my PR lady?
Lee's behind you. She's over there.
All right. So, you leave? Okay. So, okay. Okay. So we're going to start bringing some food out this way. It's coming out now. If you guys want to come up, and then we're going to start tours, and we'll sweep through. So come on over this way. We've got lots of fries.